Welcome to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. Don't go away. Charisse Dean with Our Future Foundation is with us on this show, so we'll be right back. Welcome to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. I'm Perry Black, and this, I believe, is a continuation of Year 7 on Victory Television Network, reaching out across the street and around the world with the gospel of Jesus Christ. And on this show, we are welcoming back a dear friend,
Yes,
Charisse Dean, with Our Future Foundation.
Yes, sir.
That's AR for Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of times I'll tell somebody on the phone, you know, they say, well, can you give me your address? And I'll say Arkansas. And a lot of times they think it's AZ or
Right.
or AK, usually AK. It's AR.
It's AR.
And I suspect, because I'm a genius, borderline, that's why it's called Our Future
That's it. You
Foundation.
got it.
So Charisse, before we get too far, hey folks, I had a little sip of coffee before we went on the air, so my tongue is trying to catch up with my brain. So tell me a little bit about you. Again, some people may have seen you on the show before. You're from Little Rock?
Yes.
Where'd you grow up?
Born and raised.
And graduated
Little
from? High school?
High school, Oak Grove, actually in North Little Rock.
North Little Rock. Well, I'm going to hold that against you. Even though I went to Central High School and we called North Little Rock Old Main, we called that Dog Town.
Uh-oh.
You know, that's Central High Tigers. You know how we were.
There was the rivalry
I'm not sure
there.
what they called us. It's a Christian show. We can't talk about it. But from Oak Grove, a little bit further rural, isn't it?
Yes.
Oak Grove, a little smaller. Wasn't there a famous football player from Oak Grove?
There was.
You remember his name?
Is it McFadden?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay me.
I think a Heisman Trophy winner, maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I have his jersey, though. And your foundation is basically to do what?
Our sole purpose is to raise funds for pregnancy help organizations in Arkansas. There are around 60 different locations here in Arkansas, and they're comprised mostly of pregnancy resource centers. And then there are a few pregnancy or maternity homes and life-affirming social service agencies, which there's actually one here. Y'all have a maternity home as well. But what we do is we act as their development agent, and we raise the funds, and then we provide those funds back to them as grants.
So Our Future didn't actually start the centers.
No.
Y'all are connecting them
Yes.
and then assisting by raising funds.
Absolutely.
What's your primary way of raising funds? What do y'all do?
It's private. We go to individuals, donors. We have a lot of individual donors. All of our money is raised by people here in Arkansas that understand the vision and that we're trying to create a culture of life in Arkansas and have decided to connect and partner with us.
About 3 years ago, we hosted a dinner here.
Yes, you did.
We were the host site. You
Yes.
actually hosted it. I'm not even sure I attended, but because we support what you do.
Yes, you do. Thank
and
you.
our church, Family Church Bryant, this 2026, your program is relatively new.
Yes.
And we commit for a year, so we committed for 2026 to support y'all on a monthly basis because we believe in what you're doing.
We appreciate you. You've always been a great support to Our Future Foundation and the vision. You've always seen the vision, and this is not something that's new to you. You've always been pro-life and always wanted to create a culture of life in Arkansas. So we appreciate the partnership, and we think it's a great match, and that's something that we really want to focus on this year is connecting.
So you went to high school at Oak Grove. Did you go to college somewhere?
I did. I went to college for a while at UALR.
ULR? I went to Euler night course.
Okay.
And I took speech, the only time I ever took speech, and I did 2 speeches, maybe 3. And after the second one, my professor said, Perry, that was a good speech, but you need to do something besides Bible stuff.
Really?
So I did my third one on mass transportation because I lived in Germany and rode the bus and train all the time. Anyway, but I don't know if it did me any good.
I'm sure it did.
I've had my daughters ultimately graduated Euler, even though they went to Fayetteville for a while. And I think 2, 3, 4 of my grandchildren graduated Euler.
Oh, wow.
So I've sat through all those long.
Yes.
I just want to watch them walk across stage. I stay there for 4 hours and walk 3 miles to get to the, get to the center there. So how did you migrate through some of your college, and then I don't know how many years it took you to get to college before Our Future was begun?
Oh, gosh.
20 years, 25 years? What was that transition that took you to Our Future?
Well, I'm actually an employee of Family Council with Jerry Cox. I still work with Family Council, and I also I'm executive director of Our Future Foundation. And I started with Family Council in 2014.
About 12 years ago.
Yes.
Heck, I was a child.
Yes.
When you did that.
Of course you were.
Yeah, I act like one.
And I'm a part of the lobby team, and my focus primarily has been for the last 12 years pro-life, pro-family legislation that I advocate for at the Capitol, but really more so legislation that protects women and children, especially at this most vulnerable time of their life when they're dealing with an unexpected pregnancy. And Jerry had the vision that in order to create a culture of life, we need to try to make abortion irrelevant. And how do we do that? We do that by eliminating the need, eliminating the fear factor that's there for women when they see those 2 pink lines.
So what do you say, though, to people, not the ones watching, but the ones that they talk to, when they say, well, you Christians are all alike. All y'all want to do is prevent abortion, but then that's all you do. That's not true, is it?
No, it's not.
That's what Our Future is all about,
That's what Our
isn't
Future
it?
is all about. So when women have that unexpected pregnancy, they can go to the pregnancy resource centers where they get a free pregnancy test. Someone is there if they choose to pray with them. Someone is there just to be with them in that moment of uncertainty. And if they choose life, which most of them do, especially after they see an ultrasound, which they provide free as well, then there's an opportunity to sign up for parenting classes and Bible courses and every skill that you need to be prepared as a parent for men and for women. They provide that, and in exchange for acquiring that free knowledge, they also provide the resources you need, like free diapers and formula, clothes, maternity clothes, children's clothing, everything that you need to be prepared. And one thing that I love about the pregnancy resource centers and the pregnancy help organizations is that they are really starting to focus on the fact that it takes 2 to make a baby. This young lady didn't get here by herself. And the biggest support for mom is dad.
I'm going to have some breaking news when we come into the next segment, because I have a friend of mine that's addressing dads specifically, or what some people might call the baby daddy.
Yes.
Because he's not married, but he's still getting ready to be a dad, or is already a dad. And my friend is doing that right now here in Saline County. So we'll take a break and be back with Charisse Dean.
A mission field around you is filled with young hearts needing a forever family. And at Second Chance Youth Ranch, our team is committed to providing healthy, stable, loving homes and families to hurting children in the Arkansas foster care system and those up for adoption. Please contact us if you feel the tug at your heart to help foster or adopt, and find out the steps you could take to help fulfill a child's lifelong dream. Maybe you can't foster or adopt, but you could help. The need for thousands of children in the system is staggering. But with the help of faithful partners and business alliances, we are meeting those needs right now. Would you help us make a difference? Every gift, regardless of size, impacts a child's life directly and helps provide for a home in the gap right now. Visit the Second Chance Youth Ranch website at 2CYR.org to read more, watch the stories, and to make a contribution for a hurting child's care. Monthly partners are needed, so please contact us right away. And as you partner with this ministry, you are partnering with the Heavenly Father that has promised to be Father to the fatherless. God bless you for helping Second Chance Youth Ranch.
Welcome back to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. Charisse Dean with Our Future Foundation.
You got it.
I kind of get that all messed up. Is with us, and her organization is supporting pregnancy crisis centers. Now, I said, well, breaking news. You may already know this, but here in Saline County, a dear friend of mine, I've known him since he's in high school, and he's way beyond high school now, is actually working with our local pregnancy crisis center to provide something for dads.
Yes.
Baby daddies, sometimes they accompany the young lady to the center, and he said they'll just sit out in the car, sit in the lobby, and he said, I want to connect with them and help them learn how to be a dad, a provider, and a support for this soon-to-be baby. One thing you mentioned in the previous segment is when they do the, what is it they do where they do the jelly on the belly?
The ultrasound.
Ultrasound.
Yes.
How impacting is that to a young lady when it's more than just something here, but now she can see it and hear the heartbeat?
It's so impactful, Pastor Perry. I don't know the exact percentage, but it's a very high, like 80, 90% chance that she will choose life when she sees that.
When she sees life.
When she sees life, when she sees that heartbeat. And even at 7 weeks, those babies are so active. My daughter, Zoe, she volunteered at Caring Hearts, which is located in Little Rock, Arkansas, for Aldersgate. And she would be there with the women when they would see the ultrasound. And she says, those babies are moving, they're swimming around. Yeah. They're so active. It's almost impossible to deny the beauty of life when you see it in an ultrasound.
Yeah, see, I didn't go to any medical classes, but I am still fascinated that a little human can swim around in water and then enter the outside world and breathe.
Take a breath of
It's
air.
fascinating to me.
It is.
And I was present when both of my girls were entering the outside world. We took Lamaze. Remember Lamaze?
I do.
At the Baptist Hospital. And so I was there, help my wife relax and breathe.
Yes.
And she nearly killed me, but so I stepped back a little bit.
But you were a great support.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about what the pregnancy help organizations are doing, specifically the pregnancy resource centers. As I mentioned before, we raise funds and then we disperse those funds into grants. Last year, we dispersed $150,000 in $5,000 increments. And one of the things that I saw as a theme in the grant applications was money toward fatherhood initiatives.
Wow, that's good.
That is one of the best ways to get the most bang for your buck when you donate funds to Our Future Foundation or to a pregnancy help organization, because as I said before, the biggest support to a single mom is the dad.
Yeah.
And in these organizations, they provide the mentorship because most people don't want to abort their baby. The men don't either. It's an underlying issue of fear. And if you can get past the fear and help them to understand that you're not alone, we're with you, we're going to support you, we're going to provide the physical things that you need, the emotional support, the practical support of how to get it done, how to budget, how to provide healthy meals, the fear factor goes away and they say, let's do this.
Yeah, my people are a story for lack of knowledge.
Absolutely.
And if you've never had a baby,
exactly.
Boy, that's a lifelong commitment.
Right.
I jokingly say, I have 7 grandkids, 1 great-grandson, 2 daughters, 2 sons-in-laws. They're gifts that keep on taking. I mean, there's a financial obligation.
Absolutely, yes.
And, when you think about that, and if you've not done it, you just don't know how.
You don't know
and
how.
A lot of us grow up in homes where that was never modeled in front of us.
Exactly.
And to have a support network. How do y'all determine your grant awards? How do you determine that?
Well, it's a very regimented process. So I opened the grant process in, I believe it's June or July, and they send applications. The applications are available online. I also send emails to my...
Who can apply for that?
Any life-affirming organization that's considered a pregnancy help organization, that's pregnancy resource centers, maternity homes, any sort of life-affirming social service agency. And they can find that on our website arfuturefoundation.com, ourfuturefoundation.com, and we have a grants tab. You can click on that. The application is available. It's a very simple application. I have applied for several grants. There were hundreds, a booklet.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't want that for them. The whole point is for them to be able to easily access funds.
Keep it simple as
Keep
possible.
it as simple as possible. So it's a 2-page application. They fill that out. They send it in by the deadline. I review them. I timestamp them as date and time of when they come in. It's first come, first serve. We have a list of criteria and guidelines for how we disperse those grants. I make my recommendations to a subcommittee of our board. We do have a full board of 5 members. We have a subcommittee that reviews my recommendations. They make a decision and it goes to the full board. Those grants are usually dispersed by September 1st, no later than September 1st.
So anyone that's out there that knows a crisis pregnancy center or maternity home, whatever,
Yes.
they can go to your website and
Absolutely.
make an application or encourage somebody to do that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well,
And
Arkansas now is the number one
We
pro-life state in the United States.
yes, for
That's amazing.
6 years in a row,
Yeah.
which is a record.
Yeah. So let me ask you, got a minute 34, may have to come back and ask you this again.
Okay.
But you mentioned you lobby. Now, in the political genre, if you're not involved, you go, oh, those evil lobbyists. What's a lobbyist do?
We're just advocates. We advocate lobbyists advocate for their particular special interest group. We have the special interest group of, and this is Family Council. Our Future does not lobby.
Yeah.
But Family Council, we lobby for those groups that are concerned about traditional family values, the churches, the
So as a lobbyist,
nonprofits.
you're talking to the legislative
Yes.
body individually,
Yes.
saying, hey, here's some new legislation, or would you help us with some legislation?
Absolutely.
This is our goal to help
Yes.
instill and accomplish our values to
Absolutely.
help the needy in this case. Yeah. So we got about 40 seconds. Can you give us the website and stuff again so that people
Absolutely.
can reach out? And if someone's watching right now, you may be on a fixed income, but I know a scripture in 1 Kings where a lady, she was down to her last little handful of meal and she obeyed God.
That's right.
And blessed the man of God, and as a result, supernatural increase last 3.5 years. So real quick.
It's ourfuturefoundation.com, arfuturefoundation.com.
And there's a tab for grants, and you can go there and you can fill that out. And we'll be praying that God blesses you and others through you. We're going to take a brief break and watch this video, and we'll be right back.
This is Gage. He's 13 years old, and he is a ball of energy, just a sweet and lovable boy. He's a sweet boy. He's been in care for a long time, and he just needs a family to kind of spend some time with him so that he can, I guess, reach his full potential. He likes balls, he likes food, likes snack food. He's just very active, likes to just be outside, and he likes other kids his age, boys his age. I think he'd do well in a home with other kids around his age, boys his age, a family that's just willing to advocate for him. He doesn't speak with words, but he's very affectionate. When he likes somebody, he'll just really want to be close to you and hold on to you and maybe like squeeze their face.
Very good.
With a family, he'd be able to work back at saying a couple words or be potty trained, that kind of thing. But he loves being part of family, loves being around people, and he does get overwhelmed if it's too loud or too many people, but he likes people. He's been in a facility since 2018, but if he'd had the opportunity to be with a family that would just love him and care for him, that he could really grow and flourish and just be a happy member of, a family. And enjoy having siblings and just parents to care for him.
Okay. Back to the game.
Back to the game. Game. Catch.
Hey, welcome back to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. Charisse, this video that we just watched is produced through Chrissy Irwin
Okay.
and DCFS, Department of Children and Family Services, allow her to interview children in waiting that are wanting to be adopted. They want what we call a forever family.
Yes.
And your ministry and your organization is all about let the baby come into life.
Yes.
And then we believers should be picking up that baton, helping mom, helping dad, helping that baby. And Second Chance Youth Ranch, you know, we're a placement agency.
Yes.
We can help connect a mom who chooses to have the baby,
Yes.
find a forever home if she, for whatever reason, can't
Right.
be a part of that baby's life as, you know, on a daily basis. And that's really what this show's about, helping change the world one heart at a time.
Yes.
And those videos with Project Zero are so powerful because we're not allowed to ever show children on camera.
Okay.
And so we're talking about things, but when you're able to show folks
Yes.
a child or children and their siblings, I got an email this morning from my director, and we have today 90 foster children.
Wow.
The other day we had 88. 2 weeks ago we had 98. But you know,
Wow.
some of them get to go home, be with their
Yes.
families. Some get to be adopted.
It's ideal.
And so we have 90, and so we're in the trenches every day.
Yeah.
And these children, I was in the foyer of the church Wednesday, and a foster dad, we called him a bonus dad, walked in with about 6 of their children. And they all came over to me. 2 of them were brand new, precious little ones, and they wanted to come say hi to me and meet me. And I'm kind of like the grandpa. I get to, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Boy, oh boy. Okay, now go home. Go home and be sweet with Dad. But it's really cool. I get out of my car, and around the front of one of our buildings comes another foster dad. He's got 6 kids with him.
That's wonderful.
Mom's already here serving in the church. And they're like, Pastor Perry. That's what Project Zero is allowed to do, is let people not just hear a story, but they get to see a child and hear in that child's own words that they want somebody to be mom and dad. Isn't that awesome?
That is wonderful.
But what you guys are doing are trying to help all the crisis pregnancy centers in the state
Yes.
get the support they need
Absolutely.
and connecting with each other.
Yes.
Y'all got another banquet coming up anytime soon where all of the directors will come together again?
We do. We do have one. We're planning to probably do that this summer. And one thing that we're also doing with the theme of connection is we've started doing monthly Zoom meetings. As the foundation, we want to provide support financially, but also in the other ways that they need support. So one of the things that they needed to do was to be able to connect on a more consistent basis so they can share best practices. The ministry that they do is so unique, and it's very taxing. And sometimes you need to be able to discuss and just kind of vent and talk about the strains of ministry.
That somebody understands.
That understands it. So I provide that platform for them, a place of safety and trust. Also, I provide opportunities for them to learn about new funding opportunities. So I'm loving that opportunity to connect with them monthly. We will be doing quarterly meetings where we'll gather together. And to your point earlier about connecting, we're all doing our part. We do our part with providing the financial support to them. They do the boots on the ground work. You all connect with them and help find homes for those children that the parents decide not to parent. But we're all connected. God is using us in different spheres. So that's kind of what I want to encourage your viewers to do, is pray about how God wants you to connect and how you may be able to connect with us and partner with us to help young women and to help babies all around the entire state of Arkansas.
Yeah, we're not on television to get people to admire us.
No, absolutely
We're
not.
on, this show is on the air, and our guests that come here is we want to inform you.
Yes.
So you can pray,
Yes.
and instead of just going, oh, isn't that wonderful, they can actually help.
Absolutely.
They can make a phone call. They can. There's just so many different opportunities. They can find that out on your website.
Yes.
How they can help, and they can also connect in their local communities, and they can find out where that crisis pregnancy center is.
Yes.
From your website, right?
Absolutely.
They're all on there.
Yes, there's a tab for that as well.
All right, so anybody that maybe missed the first segment, how many pregnancy crisis centers are there in the state that you're dealing with?
There are over 60 plus pregnancy help organizations comprised mostly of pregnancy resource centers. But to our point earlier, there are maternity homes and adoption agencies, life-affirming social service agencies.
That's a lot of folk out there.
It is a lot.
That don't get any press. This
No.
show's on the air because I contacted VTN about 7.5 years ago, and I said, there's a lot of moving parts happening in foster care. Back then we had between 4,500 and 5,200 in foster care. It's under 4,000, around 3,500 now. And I said, I want to be able to go on the air occasionally, quarterly, whatever, or in specials and just hammer, we need foster moms, foster dads, we
Yes.
need foster homes, we got to solve the crisis. And Jim Grant, the president of Victory Television Network, he said, let's do it every week. And
Absolutely.
so we partnered with
I love it.
VTN. And that's why we're on the air. It's to get you involved, not to get you to observe.
Right.
You know, you come to church, you look at the preacher and then say, I don't make any friends. You won't make, church should not be as much about making friends, which is important. It should be about how can you equip me so I can go make a difference.
Yes.
Like our future foundation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we got a minute. What do you want to tell the audience? Look at their camera and.
Well, I would love for you to connect with us. This year is all about connection and partnering. Prayerfully consider partnering with us. I would love to come and speak to your Sunday school group, if you've got a life group, or just a group of friends and you'd like to host a small event at your home. It's not about perfection, but it's about connection and making sure that we are all doing our part, being the hands and feet of God, allowing God to use us in the way that He chooses. So I'd love for you to prayerfully consider connecting with our Future Foundation. We are a 501c3. Your donations will be tax deductible, and we are really good stewards of every dollar that comes in our hands. So they will go to a good organization.
We support Family Council, we support
Yes, you
our
do.
Future Foundation and organizations and missions around the world. And if you've got a business or a church or a
Yes.
ministry and you'd like to know more, reach out. Charisse is a wonderful person making a world of difference, saving babies and changing lives. We'll see you next week.